Thruster Ryuga。
对对，我用的是 Thruster Ryuga，我觉得华语是叫龙雅。
So that was back in March when I had the chance to speak to Zii Jia about what racket he was using at the All England. And obviously I'm also aware that Victor has launched its second generation of Ryuga just last week at the World Championships. I'll certainly be taking a closer look when I'm able to get hold of the Ryuga 2, but until then we look at the Ryuga 1 today. Obviously a lot of you guys have asked me to review this racket, and now that I finally had the chance to test this racket, I was curious on who would be playing with it on the World Tour. So I had a quick peek on Victor's website and I can only see Zii Jia on its webpage. And to be honest, I actually don't remember seeing any of the top end pros using this Thruster Ryuga racket. If you guys do, please list it down in the comment section below. Thanks to Central Sports for loaning me this demo racket, by the way, and remember to use my CKYW code if you're purchasing from them for additional discount. In terms of aesthetics, I really like the colour combination of the orange on pearl on the shaft and cone area, as well as the lilac on white and orange on the frame. It pops and it looks amazing. I've only realised the photos on Victor's webpage is not doing the Ryuga justice, as it's not showing the correct colours from overexposure, and you don't see any of the nice light bluey lilac pastel colour on this amazing looking matte racket. Additionally, on closer inspection, the details on the decals are amazing, as they're trying to simulate the scales of a dragon around the insides of the frame at 10 and 2 o'clock. You guys know I'm a sucker for shiny holographic decals or matte finishing, so I'm certainly loving the looks on this one big time. Furthermore, other holographic decals on the shaft also have these fingerprint-like decals on it, even also on the Victor logo on the T-joint. In terms of tech, it had Victor's power box design, which is a box-shaped frame design for better stability, alongside its hard-core technology, which is probably responsible for providing a more solid hitting feeling, as well as WES, which is what Victor labels as the whipping enhancement system. The WES has different layers of materials at specific areas of the racket to allow for the racket to flex differently in those areas, creating a whipping effect. Hence its name. Technologies like these again reinforces why I don't simply take a racket and bend it to feel for stiffness, which you see many people do. It's because modern rackets are designed and built with different types of carbons and layups in multiple different areas, including the shaft and frame. A similar tech terminology that quickly pops to mind would be Yonex pocketing booster technology in their recently released Arc Saber rackets, which has a softer material around the frame area designed to improve shuttle holding properties. Advances in manufacturing allow designers to play and experiment with different materials and manufacturing techniques to allow us players to have a better feel and control when we're playing. So simply taking a racket and flexing it like that will not tell you the full picture, and that's why I talk about how I feel when I'm playing with the racket. For measurements, the Ryuga has a relatively long shaft at 22 centimeters, but a pretty standard diameter of 7.1 millimeters. It's also got an ever so slightly smaller frame at 23.8 centimeters in height and 18.5 centimeters in width, alongside a frame thickness of 10.1 millimeters. Oh yes, and the frame is only top half recessed. For handle length, it certainly has the shortest handle length that I've ever measured on this channel at only 16 centimeters. So you're gonna have a big whip when there's a shorter handle and a longer racket shaft. Oh yes, this demo that I've tested is a 3UG5 and obviously strung with Aerobite at my usual 27 by 29 pounds in tension. In terms of hitting feeling, the Ryuga is just solid and like a sledgehammer. You will not struggle to imagine why Lee Zii Jia loves this racket and how this racket is suited to his incredible power game. If you're coming from something that's even balance or headlight, you will immediately notice the head heaviness of the Ryuga alongside its overall weight. If you're coming from a head heavy racket, it will then depend if you're used to this 3U weight beast, although I do understand the Ryuga does come in 4U and 5U weight classes, according to Victor's website. I would actually add that the Ryuga is an over the top head heavy, but certainly has more than enough weight in its head to help with power transfer. This added with the stiffness of the whole racket, which is actually pretty consistent throughout the whole racket frame and shaft, makes the Ryuga really solid hitting, but in a nice way. And because of this, the Ryuga is very steady and solid when you connect with the shuttle. Net shots, singles net shots I must add, are incredible. The shots where you almost just hold the racket there and feed off your opponent's pace of shots feels really good, and this includes blocks. Just hold the racket face out there and it will just take care of it. It feels like this racket was designed for singles through and through. Brilliant. However, if you're already late to a shuttle and unless you have incredible grip power, I'm not sure the Ryuga is going to save you much. unless you're looking for a block shot or a net shot, of course. Obviously, you guys know this is a power racket, and at 3U weight, you're not going to struggle getting power out of it, but what you will struggle is the consistent use of it. I played 5 games back to back with a combination of doubles and singles, and by then I was able to feel that my shoulders were telling me it's tired, and it's been a long time since I've had this feeling. The combination of its overall weight, head heaviness and stiffness brings a certain level of demand when playing with the Ryuga, so I would advise caution. It doesn't feel like you're hitting with a plank, but if you aren't physically very strong with stable technique, I'm not sure you're going to love this racket in the long run, especially on your bad days. However, on your good days, the Ryuga will make you feel unstoppable, especially if your smashes aren't coming back. This Ryuga really reminded me of Yonex' legendary Armortech 900 power, not the 700, but the 900 power. A lot of similarities and qualities and the same amount of joy it brings alongside the same demands too. For those who are wondering if Yonex has a current equivalent, I think the Ryuga sits directly in between the 99 Pro and the 100ZZ. The 99 Pro for racket balance, but 100ZZ for the hitting feeling. If you only do singles, you will love this racket. Till then, I will see you in the next one.